Hello, I'm Aaron, AJCRDSTR24 on YouTube, and with me is Andrew. You might remember from my videos from North Wilkesboro for the race. What we're here to talk about today is the 44th Annual Snowball Derby, which is coming up next weekend. And for you guys that don't know what this event is all about, it's one of the biggest super late model short track events in the country. It takes place at Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola, Florida. NASCAR winners past and present have won this event, including Pete Hamilton, Darrell Waltrip, Kyle Busch. And what we have here are the driver entry lists for the Snowball Derby and the Snowflake, and we're going to give you our picks for both races. Andrew, you want to start off with who you picked to win the pole for the Derby?
Yes. For the Derby, I picked Augie Grill. It's pretty much been records or checkers for him. In 6 starts, half the time he's actually finished inside the top 10. 2 of the times he's actually won as well. So that's my pick for the pole.
My pick for the pole is Stephen Nasse. He was the fast qualifier for both the World Crown last month as well as the race in North Wilkesboro. He's won a few other poles. He's always been fast. I think the Florida driver will win the pole. My pick to win the Snowball Derby is going to be Chase Elliott. He was my pick last year, but found himself in the turn 2 wall late in the race with just a few to go. But I think he's going to pull it all together and win the event this year.
I think the winner is going to be Jeff Choquette. He's a Florida native. He also won at Iowa in the ASA Midwest Tour, driving in the same team as the Adrian Carrier's team he's going to be driving for in Pensacola. Who I have going second, or coming in second in the race, it's going to be Bubba Pollard. He's been strong in the Blizzard Series all year long. He's also driving for former winner Ronnie Sanders.
Okay, my pick to finish second is Andrew's pick to win the race. That's Jeff Choquette. He was second in the race at North Wilkesboro as well. He's had some very good runs when he's come to the track. I think the Florida driver will finish second. And my third place pick is high side Andy Loden. He made his first complete start in the Derby last year, and I think he's going to pull it all together and have a good solid finish in this year's event.
My pick for third place is going to be Stephen Nasse. Not really much going off, except for I believe he's going to keep his nose clean throughout the whole race and hopefully pull through with a solid finish. My dark horse pick is going to be Boris Yorkovic. He won the Winchester 400 earlier this year, and he's also All-American 400 winner years ago.
My dark horse pick is Dennis Schoenfeld. He's never finished more than a lap down in his last few starts in the Snowball Derby, so I think he's going to have a nice solid run again, and don't be surprised if he comes home with the surprise win there on Sunday. Both Andrew and I's feel-good pick is Wayne Niedecken Jr. He didn't qualify in last year's race, but he's always a local favorite there. His father won the first Snowball Derby, and
he has most, if not the most, out of all the drivers in the field. Starts probably in the Derby.
Okay, so let's move on to the Snowflake. My pick for the pole is Eric Jones. He was the fast qualifier at the Bo Slocum Memorial last month at Gresham Motorsports Park in Georgia. He also just won the Governor's Cup at New Smyrna Speedway. He's the first non-Florida driver in about 30 years to win that event.
My pick for the pole is going to be Chase Elliott. He's the defending winner of the Snowflake event.
And also another thing to add, if he wins the Snowflake event, a local sponsor is going to draw a name, and that lucky fan will win $1,000.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Person who I have coming in and winning the Snowflake is going to be Ross Kenseth. He's the son of Sprint Cup Series veteran Matt Kenseth, and who has had some pretty good runs himself at Pensacola.
Okay, my pick for the win is Bubba Pollard, a fan favorite in the Southeast. He has 19 wins this year, and I think he's going to get win number 20 at the Snowflake. My pick for second is DJ Vanderlei. He's the local Pro Late Model champion in 2010 and 2011. I think he'll finish runner-up in this year's event.
My pick for second place is going to be Josh Hamner. Albeit hit very few starts this year, whenever he has started and does start, he is a strong threat for the win. My pick to come in third is Mike Garvey. Veteran driver, always a sure bet to be up front. He's also driving for Five Flags Speedway regular former Tracy Goodson.
My pick for third is Kyle Benjamin. He's a young driver from South Carolina. He won a couple Pro Late Model races this year, and he's getting some help from veteran driver Freddie Query. My dark horse pick is Brandon Bendelay from Texas. He won the latest Pro Late Model race after the original winner was disqualified. It was a much more stout field of competitors for this year's race, but for this particular Snowflake race, and I think he still has a shot to run up front, if not win.
My dark horse selection is going to be Willie Allen. He had a really good showing at the Blow Slocum Memorial last month, coming from the back of the field to finish third. My feel-good pick for the race is Steve McCurley. Don't know a whole lot about him. He hasn't made a whole lot of starts recently, but I've had a good experience with meeting up with him when I went and saw the ARCA race in Rockingham, and he's my feel-good pick for the race.
And my feel-good pick, if you didn't realize, this is just who we think is... We'd feel good if they had even just had a good run. My pick is Nathan Russell. He is a driver from Curwensville, Pennsylvania, so I got to root for the Pennsylvania guy to have a good run, make the show, and have a nice solid run. So those are our picks for the Derby and the Snowflake. Andrew, unfortunately, will not be coming down for this event, but if you're like him and not able to make it, Speed51.com is going to be providing live coverage, including a live radio broadcast, I believe, of the Snowball Derby and the Snowflake. I'm also going to be posting some photos on my Facebook and some videos each day on my YouTube, hopefully from my laptop. So it should be real fun. There's about 70 entries for the Snowflake, a little over 50 for the Snowball Derby, so it should be a large field of competitors. There's support divisions running earlier in the weekend, and some other events leading up to it. If you haven't been, I really suggest that you look into going one of these years. Thanks for watching.